Hello friends, welcome to the IT Buddies channel. This is the part 2 of our car driving game. So if you doesn't watch that part 1, then you can check my description. I added the part 1 video link and I also added the GitHub code for that part 1. First you have to check that. Now let's move to our second part. Now we have to move that lines inside our road. So for that we are generating that x into 150. Here we have to same do for our y position div dot y x into 150. Now whenever our play game function is called, we also have to go inside another function that is move lines. So let's declare our function that is move lines. Move lines. Now we have to define a function here for our line moving. Function move lines. Here we have to get that lines, and we have to write document dot query selector all because we have to get all of those lines. Query selector all, and our class name is line. After that we have to move inside our for each line dot for each. This is our moving function. We have to get all of those lines inside our item. The name is totally up to you. After that, for our checking condition we have to write console.log. This is not necessary to place here item.y. Then here we have to write a condition like if y is greater than 750. This is our position of y coordinate. Then we have to set our item.y 0. Let use instead of 0 we have to minus that 750. After that we have to assign our lines, or you can say we have to connect with our speed. So here item.y plus equal to player speed. Here plus equal to make sure. Then we have to assign a site for that. Item style top, same we do for our car. Now we have to increase that, or you can say decrease our peaks, but in our lines we also have to increase it. So now save this, open a browser, start our game. You can see here query selector all is not a function. Yes, because here we have to pass small d. Now start the game and you can see yes, our line is moving inside our road, and here we get the value because we write here console.log. Now let's increase our lines. So instead of this 5 I write 10. This is not necessary because we do for only attractive our game. Instead of this 750 here we have to write 150. Same we here because we have to reduce that 0. Now save this, open your game. Yes, our functionality is working successfully now. We can get 10 lines inside our road. Now as we generated our lines, we also have to generate our random cars. So for that I want to use this class called enemy, and whenever our game is start we have to call that function start, and we have to generate our lines same as we have to generate our random cars. Instead of this console log I write here. Now decrease our enemies, and instead of this div we have to use enemy. So but here we have to generate our class that is div. and we have to assign that style for our enemy, and we have to space out our all of these cars inside our road. So for that I use x plus 1. Then we have to multiply with 600 because our road size is now 200 pix. Then we have to assign negative 1 because as we game our started we don't have to generate our random cars. This is for starting value. Then we generated our lines from top, but for our cars we have to generate, or you can say assign that style from left. You can also assign from right. Then we have to use that math.random function because we have to generate random cars. So first we have to floor that, then math.random multiply by 150 and adding them into our peaks. Then we have to change the color of our car, that is red. Enemy dot style dot background color, that is red. Remember, we assign all of the property of our car and enemy is same instead of this color. Now as we go our loop for lines, we also have to generate loop for our random cars. So as we calling function move lines, we have to assign a new function for our cars, that is move enemy. And here we have to copy this function and paste here. Now we have to change these lines to our new name for our car is ELE. The name is up to you. Then we have to assign style, that is our enemy. Now save this, open your browser, start our game. Here you can see there is an error, move enemy is not defined. Yes, here we have to change the function name, that is move enemy. Now save this, start our game, and you can see here our car is now randomly generated inside our road. So our functionality for our random cars is going successfully now. Now as you can see our car is generated anywhere inside our road, but we have to generate at the top of side. So here we have to assign enemy dot style dot top, and we have to assign that y coordinate of enemy. So enemy dot y position we have to increase that peaks. So now save this, start our game. Here you can see our car is now generated from the top of the side of road. No, there is a mistake. This car is generated from this. So here we have to copy this function and go inside our move enemy function. We also have to define here this function, paste here, and instead of this enemy we have to assign our item, and we have to decrease this minus assign value to 600. Now save this, open your browser, start the game. And now as we can see our random car is generated from the top of the road, so we can move our car. Yes, this works successfully. Now I want to add an functionality like when this car is get collide with this random generated car, then there will showing up a pop-up message that you will hit this car. So for that here we have to assign a new function, that is collide. Here we have to pass two parameters. First is for our moving car and second is for random generic car. And we also have to use that get bounding client rectangle method that we used earlier. So for that we have to get value of top, height, left, right, all of these so we can track our car. Same for our second parameter, that is brect. Now at the end of this function we have to return something. We have to return this negative and check some of the following condition. So our first condition is a rect bottom is gonna be smaller than b rectangle top. So b rect top, this is our first condition, and second condition is we have to use this or sign to check our condition. B rect top is greater than, here we have to write a rect top. This is our second condition. Then third condition, a rect. This is for our left and right side. So a rect right is gonna smaller than b rect left. Now our last condition is a rect left, b rect right. Now to check this collide function, we have to pass car inside this move enemy function that we generated here. So assign the car here, and now inside of this element for each for loop, instead of this console log, here we have to call back this function. So is collide, and inside our first condition we have to pass our moving car, and second parameter we have to pass our random generator car. So inside this move enemy function, that is our item, so pass here item, and if this car is get collide, then we have to pass our message that is hit. So here we have to check condition if, then if the statement is true, then we have to write a message console.log hit. Then I want to remove some of the console log inside our program. Then I also want to remove this console.log item y. Here is a mistake, we have to pass capital R. Then I want to remove this console.log keys. Now save this, open your game. Now whenever I get collide with this car, you can see here hit button is called here. Now we have to add a functionality like whenever we get collide with this car, then our game is get stopped. So let's add that. First we have to assign a score of that player. Then where the collision is detected, we have to stop that score. So for that we have to assign a score. By default it is 0. And inside our start function, if player.start is equal to true, same as player.start is gonna be 0, and we have to increase that score functionality. So now we have to go inside this if player dot start. So if our player is start the game, we have to increase the score. So player dot score is plus plus, so it's gonna be increased, and inside that we have to print that. So score dot inner text is equal to player dot score. Now save this, start our game, and you can see here our score is now adding. Now I want to add little bit of styling for that score. So go inside our style and add here background color, that is black. Then height is 60 pixels. I want to show that score inside center of my browser, so I write text align center. Then color of that core font is white, and I want to increase that size, so font size, that is 1.5 em, and our font family like fantasy. Then inside our play game function we also have to show our score. So score, and now save this, start our game. You can see here now our score is showing nicely because we add our styling. Now we have to stop the game whenever our car is collide. So instead of this hit button, I want to call a function that is end game. So now let's add a function end game here, and here we have to false our condition for our player. So player dot start is equal to false, because remember we have to start our game. First we have to check the condition if our player is start is equal to true, so we have to false that to end our score. Now save this, start the game, and whenever I collide with this card, you can see here our game is stopped now successfully. Now I want to update that player score, so I write here score dot inner html, game over, break the line, and here score was player dot score. Now save this, start our game, and whenever I get collide with this, you can see here our score is now 116. Now at the end of the game, I want to add a functionality like our game restart. So I want to remove that hide button for that start screen. So our start screen, you can see our home page is now enabled. So class list, I want to remove this hide, and now I want to add a little bit of styling for the start screen. First for our score, I want to increase our height, and now for our start screen, text align is center. Then border 1 pick solid red. Then padding, so we can get distance 15 pixels. Margin is gonna be auto. width is 300. Now save this. Here we can see the nice stuff for our start screen, welcome in the game. And whenever I get hit the game, you can see here, whenever I press on this welcome in the game, our game is now restarting. But first I want to add and message instead of this welcome in the game. So here I write press here to start, then break the line and write here arrow keys to move, also break the line. And if you hit another car, then you will lose. So now save this, and yes, our message is added successfully here. And whenever I get collided, you can see here our restarting game is not looking good. So let's add that functionality. For that we have to go inside our function start, and here we have to remove this game area class list hide, or you can say add comment here. And we have to press and restart so we can get the all of this element regenerated. So for that rebuilding our lines and our cars, so we have to write here game area dot inner html, and first it is blank. And we also have to remove this hide class from our game area because we also add that functionality. So where is our hide class? Here we have to remove this. Now save this, open the browser and press here to start. And when I get a collide with this car, you can see here, press here to start. And when I click on this, you can see here our game is now restarting successfully. Yes, now you can see here our car is going down off the road, and at the upside we can't allow to get more up above this line because we add this code tag. Our functionality for our upside down is changed now. So now here instead of this 27 I have got 237, and instead of this 472 I want to minus something 542. I checked this before, so I get this exact value. In your program you have to check that. But now let's start the game after saving our file. Now our downside and upside problem is fixed. Yes, here you can see our random generated car is showing above of this code tag. So for that I want to write a property inside my roads, that is game area overflow hidden. Now save this, start the game, and now our random car is generating inside my road. And you can see here this is working properly and looks pretty much good. Now the time is come to add random color inside our cars, because you can see there is only one color, that is red. So now for that I create a new function, that is random color. Inside that I create another function, name is totally up to you. I write only C, and here I want to return that hash plus C. I hope you get idea about that hash colors like FFF, EEE. So that functionality I want to use to change our color. First I want to declare a variable called hex, and I want to get random color. So first math explore math.random. I want to multiply with 256 because I want RGB colors. After that, I write to string command to convert our decimal into our hex. After that, I want to return. If there is an 0, then we have to add a string again. Here we have to pass our hex variable, and after that substring is -2. This trick for changing random color is may got be tricky for you, so you can go online and check the condition what we have to apply, and you have to write your code on. But I am familiar with this random color function. This is used for returning last two characters. Now we generated our function, so let's use it. So instead of this red color, I pass that function random color. Now save this, open your browser and start the game. And yes, now you can see here there are many colors inside our random generated card. Now I want to add an background image inside this card. So for that I already have an image inside my desktop. So let's copy this and paste inside our JavaScript. This is our main module. Inside that we have this car driving HTML file. So now paste here. You can see here our car.png is added successfully. To add that, go inside our style and inside our enemy we have to write that background image. Inside that we have to pass our URL, and our name of that photo is car.png, and I want to add background size cover. So now save this and start the game. Now you can see our car is added with this background image, so this looks pretty much good. Now I also want to change this color to red, and you can see our road is very narrow, so we have to get big this road. So first go inside our style, and width is I want to increase 400 pixels, and our background color is white. Now save this and open your browser. You can see here our car is white, but our road functionality is changed, so we have to do some adjustment for that. First I want to decrease this left to 35 because this is not in the center. Now it is on the center. Now we have to adjust this line margin. So inside our line I want to add 195, and we also have to adjust our car position. For that I want to increase 100 to 350 to update our car position. Here we also have to change. Now save this file and start the game, and yes, it is working perfectly as we expected. So now our project is completed successfully. Let's revise it what we did inside this video. We generated this car driving game using pure JavaScript. Here you can see there is a message at the home screen. Press here to start, arrow keys to move, and if you hit another car then you will lose. And whenever I click on this message, you can see I enter inside my game area, and this is our moving car that we control with our keyboard upside down and left and right. And here whenever I going upside in my road, and you can see our score is now increased. and whenever I get collide with this another car, and our game is stopped now, and you can see our score was 764. So if you want to restart our game, here we have to click and our game is restart now, and our score is also increasing. So this is our project that we made using JavaScript. If you like this project or video, then you can give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel and turn the bell notification on to get our video notification instantly whenever we upload our video. So thank you and bye bye.